Us now, author and mindset coach Katie Horwitch. Hi, Katie.
Hi.
I mean, I raised my hand. I get stuck in that, right? It's very easy to really care about even what strangers think sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Why do we get so stuck?
Oh my gosh. Well, there's two different things going on. There's social and emotional reasons why we get stuck. There are also cognitive reasons why we get stuck. Like, we're humans. We are wired for belonging. So any threat of or idea of rejection that feels really scary and really dangerous. We also might have grown up or had along the way inconsistent emotional support. So our brain is looking out for ways that we can create that sort of consistency. But there's also something else that I think is so interesting, and it's called the spotlight effect. And it's this psychological phenomenon that we think that people are paying attention to us way more than they actually are. Way more. And there's almost this illusion of transparency that we think that people know way more about what's going on inside than they actually do. And that can create so much, as you said, anxiety.
Yeah, and caring is not bad, but you can start to care too much about what other people think. What are signs you're veering into that territory?
If you are ruminating, rehashing conversations, replaying conversations, that's probably a really good sign. Also, if your mood depends on approval or reassurance, validation, if you are editing and shrinking yourself, maybe you're not saying things that you really believe to be true, but you're like, oh, I don't want to rock the boat. That's a big sign. Also, and this is a sad one, avoiding risk or visibility, opportunities to be seen. That could be a sign that you care way too much about what too many people think of you.
And so how do you shift it? How do you change your perspective or detach from that sort of need to be liked?
Well, I like to say that it's not about not giving a you-know-what. It's about giving selective hoots, let's say. Giving a selective hoot. So caring selectively, using discernment and not detaching and putting up walls. So that alone is a huge perspective shift, because then you can get clear on, okay, what matters to me? Who matters? Why does this all matter? And you can sort of create those sort of caring filters for yourself.
And what should someone expect when they do start to let go? Because it can also be an adjustment for those who are used to you maybe just sort of bending over.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So sort of a counterintuitive hot tip is that becoming more others-centered versus self-centered can reduce that feeling of anxiety of caring what other people think, which you wouldn't think that if you're...
Sounds counterintuitive.
Exactly. But if you're other-centered, then what you're doing is you're centering their experience versus your experience. And that can actually lead to stronger relationships. That can lead to a more authentic sense of self. You might get a little bit of pushback, but if you're leading with that kindness, then you can start to take steps to become closer and closer to your authentic self.
I love that, and it's important because we're the only ones kind of living the lives that we're in.
You are the only you there is.
Katie, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.